This video presents historical archival material from the final days of World War II. It is shared strictly for educational and documentary purposes to better understand the events of 1945. The views and ideology expressed in the original recording are not endorsed in any way.
My fellow Berliners, last Sunday the aggressive Bolshevik forces began their major offensive on the Oder front. Berlin, our beloved capital city, is indeed their primary target. The crucial capture of the Reich capital is specifically meant to give Joseph Stalin an important trump card in the complex political game among the Allied powers. Thus, the intense battle for the Reich capital has consequently become a decisive battle for Germany, and indeed for Europe. In a truly heroic and valiant defense, our brave and determined divisions and the dedicated Volkssturm men have in recent days inflicted the heaviest and most significant losses upon the Soviet forces. However, their incredibly self-sacrificing and unwavering efforts, despite their immense bravery, could not ultimately prevent the relentless Bolsheviks from successfully reaching the outermost defensive lines of the Reich capital. Thus, Berlin has become a frontline city. The following crucial conclusions arise directly from this significant fact. First, all brave soldiers and dedicated Volkssturm men who have been specifically assigned to the vital defense of the Reich capital have now fully taken up their designated and strategic positions and will immediately and resolutely engage in combat as soon as any Soviet tanks or their advancing troops appear within sight. Second, the entire civilian population must strictly and unequivocally obey all orders that are issued by both the civil and military authorities without any hesitation. Loitering out of curiosity must be avoided. The movements of the Wehrmacht and the Volkssturm must be supported by the highest level of traffic discipline. Roadways must be kept absolutely clear of all pedestrians and especially of young children. Third, essential armaments factories, vital supply facilities, and the various authorities and offices specifically responsible for the administration of the Reich capital will continue to operate without interruption. Fourth, dedicated plant security personnel are solely responsible for the external and internal safety and overall security of all the facilities. Provocateurs or defiant foreign individuals are to be arrested immediately, or better yet, rendered completely and utterly harmless. Fifth, should such provocateurs and criminal elements attempt to sow widespread and profound unrest among the population, a populace truly and deeply determined to defend their beloved city by raising white flags or through other overtly and demonstrably cowardly behavior, and thereby significantly and irrevocably undermine their spirit of resolute resistance, immediate and decisive action must be taken against them by all available and necessary means. Every single Berliner is personally and individually responsible for his own house and his own apartment. Houses and apartments that prominently display white flags forfeit any and all right to protection and communal assistance and will be treated accordingly and without hesitation. The residents of such houses are to be held fully responsible. The local authority of the party must strictly supervise this situation and act accordingly. Such houses would indeed be disease germs within the very body of our city. Their ruthless eradication is therefore the urgent order of the day. With these decisive directives, the capital city of the Reich has now entered a state of active and resolute defense. From this moment forward, together with the formidable armed forces at our complete disposal, we will unequivocally show the Soviet soldiery that Berlin has meticulously prepared for their impending attack and will indeed strike back fanatically with unwavering hardness and utterly ruthlessly. In the past weeks, a considerable defensive structure has been created in the capital of the Reich, stretching from the outskirts all the way to the city center. Many thousands of tank traps, barricades, and roadblocks have been meticulously built. Extensive earthworks have been carefully constructed around Berlin, and the capital of the Reich has been brought to a state of the highest defensive readiness. The enemy will now feel the effects of this. All the strenuous efforts and immense hardships endured by the Berlin population, the comprehensive training of the Volkssturm, and the subsequent formation and thorough arming of numerous Wehrmacht units served the singular overriding purpose of enabling us to successfully defend our capital city and its loyal inhabitants. I now expect from every single Berliner, both men and women alike, unwavering iron discipline, the utmost self-confidence, and a willing and complete submission to the explicit orders of the men who are specifically entrusted with the crucial defense of the capital city, To the valiant defenders of Berlin, I now make an urgent and heartfelt appeal in the name of the women and children, indeed in the name of the entire beloved fatherland, to be ever vigilant, and in this desperate struggle forced upon us for the very existence and precious freedom of our Reich, for the lives of our mothers, wives, and innocent children, not to fear the enemy, but to mercilessly and utterly destroy him. The Soviets want to establish a reign of terror in Germany that is truly unimaginable to us. They are utterly unrestrained in their furious desire to destroy everything that is German. In the face of this new and brutal Mongol onslaught, there must be absolutely no weakness and no softness whatsoever. We are now waging a merciless and total war against those who want to brutally violate German women or send them to Soviet frontline brothels, who cruelly torture and murder our innocent children, execute millions of our brave men with a single shot to the neck, and want to deport the rest as forced laborers to the horrific slave labor camps of the Soviet Union. Defenders of Berlin, the watchful eyes of your beloved wives, your cherished mothers, and your precious children are upon you. They have entrusted you with their very lives, their profound happiness, their continued health, and their entire future. You now fully know your significant task, and I know you will fulfill it in an exemplary and truly outstanding manner. The crucial hour of your ultimate trial has indeed come. Lieutenant General Reimann has been formally entrusted with the military defense of the Reich capital. He is a distinguished recipient of the prestigious Oak Leaves to the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross. All soldiers and Volkssturm men can place their unwavering, unconditional trust in his proven leadership, which has demonstrated its effectiveness many times throughout this arduous war. Naturally, I will indeed remain in Berlin with my entire staff. My wife and my children are also here, and they will stay here. With every means at my disposal, I will strengthen the defense of the Reich capital. My thoughts and actions are entirely devoted to your well-being and to the defense against our common and shared enemy. At the formidable walls of our great city, the relentless Mongol onslaught will and must be decisively broken. Our struggle will indeed be the final act in the most determined and bravest fight of the entire nation. Driven by the fanatical will not to let the great capital city of the German Reich fall into the hands of the Bolsheviks, we have united together in solidarity for battle and for work, with unwavering determination and steadfast resolve. Our paramount goal is the complete freedom of our cherished people and the establishment of a just Reich of profound social justice, leading to a future abundantly filled with enduring happiness.